Everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. And in this beautiful video, we are going to talk about something that is very, very important. Hi, brother.
Yes, how you, brother?
How are you?
I'm okay. How are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
It's like it's been long without hearing from you. Actually, this guy right here has been my friend for over 14 years, but for the whole 14 years, we haven't been in contact.
Yeah, true.
Where
That's
have you
very
been,
true.
bro?
Yeah, I've been struggling with life. I've passed through a lot of things. It's been long since I last saw you, but
Now,
because of ups and downs, so that's why I haven't been available. But I think now, since we've met, I can begin from here.
wow. In
Yeah.
this very, very special video, we are going to share our brother's story, and good chance you're here. I hope it may inspire someone out there done or someone in future. What's your
Yeah.
name?
I'm called Deus Bidiano Mukama, but in the village, most people know me as Nansasira.
As Nasasira.
Yeah,
Ah,
because
it's your nickname.
it's my nickname there in the village. I have many nicknames, but that's one of them, which is known by villagers.
Oh, villagers, like
Yeah.
your color mates, your village mates.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
I thought you're a city boy. You look like a city boy.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
most of the city boys, they are always Arsenal fans.
Oh no, no, it's not like that. I'm just a fan of Arsenal. I love Arsenal. That's my team, and that's all. No
Wow.
big deal. Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
25 years old.
Yeah, I was born on 19th of April, 1999.
Wow.
Years have gone. I think I should look for a wife.
1999.
Yeah, 1999.
Are you married?
Not yet married. Yeah,
Not married.
not yet, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, tell us about your studies, like your primary school. Did you go for nursery, for primary, for secondary, something like that?
Oh, it's a bit long story. I think it can be for hours.
For hours?
Maybe, but
we have time. We have hours.
maybe I will break down for the interest of time.
Yeah.
Maybe I will break down on how I've lived my life, on my studies. Currently, I'm a student at the university. I'm a student at Kabbalah University,
Wow.
pursuing a bachelor's degree in information,
Bachelor's.
a bachelor's degree in information technology.
Wow.
I'm going for my second year.
I'm seated right here with an IT expert.
Yeah, that's the field. That's the right field where I'm heading to.
Wow.
And I thank God for that.
I think I'm blessed.
No, I'm a person like any other.
Shower me blessings, bro. Shower me.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm a person like any other, but
I'll call my mom and be like, "Hey, mom, do you know what I've made it in life?"
oh my,
So,
so my story maybe about academics.
yeah.
I was born in some, I don't know how to call it, but in some village.
Yeah.
I come from Isingilo.
Yeah. Hey, Sinjo.
In
Western part of Uganda.
yeah, it is in the western part of Uganda, near Chikagati, as we're going to the border of Tanzania.
Yeah, near the border.
So I come from one of the villages. If you have ever heard of Kajaho, there is another deep village in there called Duganjenya. So I come
So
from
you come from a village deep
within
in
a
the village.
where you have to move on foot.
Ah.
You climb hills and hills
Yeah.
looking for water. You understand? Like you have to move village from a village to a village, looking for food, looking for water. It's always dry in most cases. So that's where I come from. I have both of my parents. My mother is still alive. My father is still alive.
Wow.
Yeah, my father is now, I think, 45. Let me first give you some hint of my background.
Yeah.
My father is 45 and my mother is 44. So
Jesus.
it's interesting. My parents were at a certain point in one school. They studied together and then decided to make a family.
They make their own school.
Make another school.
Their own school.
By the way,
How many siblings do you have?
that's I don't know how to tell that. Because as of now, I even don't think I know how many children my father has.
Mushataka baligobana. That's how Banyarwanda said that a man, like, how do you translate it? Mushataka baligobana. Mushata
You
baligobana.
cannot count the children of
Of
a man.
Yeah.
But my father, because he lived how do they call these families of a man having more than one wife, a daiponogo, or whatever like that. And my father had about 4 wives.
Wow. I think he's
Yeah,
real. He's a man.
yeah, he's a real man.
Are you,
If he,
are you
if
a
he,
Muslim? Like, you say
no,
Muslim?
no, he's a Catholic.
But he's a man.
Yeah, in the early ages, in his early ages, he had his things. So he decided to marry many wives.
Mm,
So in marrying many wives,
mm.
that's where the story began from.
You have
So
that's how
I have around 25
Jesus Christ of
siblings,
Nazareth.
and in the 25 siblings, I'm the
Jesus.
elder brother of those.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the story behind me.
And how many siblings do you have from your mother's side?
We are 7.
7 from
We
your
are
mother.
7.
Your mother, yeah.
We are
Including
7.
you.
Yeah, including me, and I'm the elder brother of all those 25 siblings of mine, from the 4 wives.
I think now they are 27 because you don't know.
And I've spent around 5 years without going home. So there is a possibility
That maybe
that maybe
in these years that you haven't been.
maybe around 5 even.
Yeah, maybe.
I may have added
Maybe
around 5
now you
siblings.
may realize that you are 30.
It is possible.
Yeah,
it is possible, but
Because for the 5 years, man.
that's life. That's life.
Continue.
So those are the siblings I have. Most of them have not gone to school. That's the reality. The beginning, I told you I come from some village. It's a deep village within a village. The fact that it's a village, education is not a key there. Education, no, it's hard for someone to take their children at school.
Like I want you to give us like a clear picture of your family. Like, how is it in your family? Like, specifically, like, do you come from a poor family? Like, how is your family background?
Basically, it's a poor family.
Jesus.
Yeah, because if you see that in those, almost in all 25, the ones I know, as of now, the ones I know are 25, around 25. But if you see in the 25 that I know, I think no one has crossed to P7 except me. I think I've been blessed by God, and I'm almost
because
the
of
only one.
age, are they still young, man?
Basically poverty,
Basically poverty, yeah.
and in my village,
education is
not the key.
Important.
In the whole village, most people there are not educated. Yeah, and of course you can't blame anyone for that. That's how.
But that's a clear image of your village.
Yeah, that's the image, because you find even you can
it's
move.
It's a sad image, but it's a reality.
Yeah, it's a sad story. By the way, I've lived a sad story, but that's it, and you have to bear it and move on with life, because you have to forge life and continue.
So
but the fact is,
when did you complete your P7, like your primary level?
Yeah, I completed my primary level in in 2015.
From which school?
It's called St. Joseph's Primary School, Chavirukwa. In Isinjiro there, by the way, it's one of the best schools. You can't tell how I came to go in one of the best schools.
And yet
I come from that village, yeah. It's by God's blessings, by the way. It's by God's grace that all those happened. I won't go deep, because people watching this may cry at the end of it. Me. And I don't want you to stop even asking me those questions, and I find you crying. It's sad in that way.
Then you joined your senior one, your secondary in 2016.
Yeah, true. That's true.
And when did you completed like your O level?
I completed my O level in 2019.
From which school?
It's called Sedes Sapientia Academia in Rushere Chiruhura.
Yeah, you go.
By that school was put up by the Comboni missionaries. So basically, that school helps the poor. So I came in through that, and Yeah,
Like basically, yeah.
yeah, that's how things came in. But primary school, my nursery, I think I was at one point in in P5 and changed the school, and I was dropped and put back in P2.
Jesus Christ. So now you'd be
Not because I was so dull, but not the life. In the past, I was in a very poor school. Yeah, by the beginning, let me tell you now the real
clear
story
image, yeah.
of my studies. I was in I was in I went to a certain school in Kaberevere. Kaberevere is also in some
Yes,
part
yeah.
in Sinjiro. That is western part of Uganda.
Yeah.
So when I reached in that school, I was there was some rich guy who was helping my dad in paying school fees. So that guy later he disappeared from nowhere. There, that was middle class. Then P1. When I was going in P1, the guy went. When the man went, I thank God that man helped me, because if it was not by him, I think I wouldn't have gone
Like
in
he
a
helped you to
school.
start.
Yeah, he gave me a beginning.
Beginning,
Yeah,
yeah.
he gave me a beginning, and that's how I began
And the courage.
and started from there. So I had to change, and I went in a certain school in a village. That school, they that school they paid only 7,000
Uganda shilling.
Ugandan shillings.
Jesus. Which year was that?
That I had.
Around
It was
2007?
it was around 2006. 2006.
2006.
I went in P2 in that school. So I started. Yeah, of course they would send us. That was a very poor school. People had jiggers, no jiggers.
Yeah, Jiggers.
Zito, in that local language.
Jiggers, yeah.
So that's how life moved on. Things were hard. Life was hard there.
But if you say that life was hard, or life is hard, like, because I'm imagining someone helping you to start even your nursery level, yet, like your father, yeah, is alive and
Yeah.
he's not paying school fees. Like, what is he doing? Like, what's his profession? What's his job? Like, what does he do to survive for a living?
My father is a peasant. Those people who plant like crops on a very small scale, but only for consumption.
And not modern farming.
It is not about modern farming. They even don't know even any machine, by the way. But they're just these peasants.
Just get a hoe, dig,
Yeah.
sow something, you wait for a season to reap, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. So that's the man. So he had to take care of all those students, all my siblings, around 25. Remember the 25 siblings, he had to make sure they eat and drink and sleep.
And even at times some medical stuff.
Of course, those ones have
So
to come in. And remember, all the wives, they are not educated, so had to take care of all those.
So it's like education is last option.
It is even not the last option. It's not an option.
It's not an option.
There
It's
is
not
an
there.
option.
It's not included.
So like the way I went to school, I had a friend, someone who would come in our village to buy bananas. So as he came to buy bananas, I would like admire his life, because one time he would come with a son. So I admired the son, and the son became my friend. The friend was like, when it would reach time for going, the friend would be like, me, I'm going with this guy. So in the process of going with me, the guy was my good friend. No one were children. We are just kids. So the guy would be like, I'm going to go with this guy. Yeah. So in the process of going with me, that's how my father, his dad also loved me. And was like, let me take him to the same school where you are, and we be together, because we are good friends. So that's how I came to join the school, that in Kaberevere. But I've told you, it's time in 2006, I had to leave the school and go in that school. In the school, I was in a school where I had to move for some good kilometers to reach a school, because I remember we would climb hills. Climbing a hill, reach on top, climb another one, going to school. In the morning, come back. Remember, so for us to stay up in the hill, we had to go down the hill in the morning, then in the evening, go up, and we had to carry jerry cans of water.
To come back with water.
Yeah. So that's how life squeezed me. Yeah, I felt it. So that's the main reason why most people don't go to school in our village. That's the main reason. There would be any other reason. Yeah, but regardless, the Lord was so faithful to me.
So far,
I'm now at campus,
at campus.
and I thank God. I had never dreamt of campus, not even senior 4, because I knew I would not make it. So when I reached in 2010, I got somewhere. There's some place in Sinj also where I completed my P7 from. When I reached P5, I went to a group. There are nuns who stay there, and
Catholic nuns.
yeah, they're Catholic nuns. So I went there with my dad. Never had money, but I just went there because I knew we had no money.
So, like
I'm the one
you
who convinced
seeking
my
for
dad.
help,
We wanted to seek for help.
from the group of nuns.
Yeah, but we were like, we should graze the animals.
That's what they said.
I grazed the animals, then
In return for school fees.
yeah, I grazed the animals. Then they change that into money. Then they pay my school fees.
Okay.
So that's how I managed
To
to
finish it, like start your primary.
start my. Of course, when I came there, when I went there, I was put in the P2 in primary 2.
Jesus, and you started afresh.
Started afresh because I remember I was given an interview of English and math. I think I scored about 15
Out of 100.
yeah, out of 100, 15 and 10 respectively.
Like,
And that's
in other words, you failed.
I failed the interview. They
You
said
didn't,
now,
you didn't even score.
yeah, even the average. And they said for this case, you have to go in. You have to go back,
And start afresh
start afresh.
from
You have
P2,
to go back in P2.
primary 2. Yeah.
So that's how I went back in P2. But my friend, life was hard.
And like briefly tell us about your secondary situation. Like, how was it at your second, like, and how you started,
How I started my.
like how you started your secondary level and how it was briefly.
By the way, that's a long story. Also, before I even completed my
P7.
P7, I had lacked fees. Remember at one point the nun said they were going to pay a half. Even me, I pay a half. At a certain point, even the half I couldn't. I would move on foot for some long journey, looking for
Some money.
money.
But I'm
even
wondering,
going
I'm
home.
wondering what inspired you, like, to have education to study, because
Yeah. But by the way, that's some good point. What inspired me? There was some priest called Father Alex Mugasha at Chaviruko.
I've heard of him before.
Yeah, some big priest called Father Alex Mugasha. So that man used to live some good life, and then we would hear that priests. Every time we would come at school, they would tell us that man is going to eat chicken. You know, when you're a kid and they tell you about chicken, it's another story. So they told us this man is going to eat chicken. He would come and play with us football at the pitch. Was a goalkeeper.
And you admire him, you'd be like, wow.
Admired him so much, and were like, oh, I wish I could live this guy's life.
Yeah.
So in that way
Of admiring him.
that's how I started saying
Love
now
education.
I should study and I become like that person.
Because it is the only key, it is the only password.
Yeah, to be like that man,
You have to
I have to study hard.
study. Yeah.
Then I be like him. I also start eating chicken. You get?
So your
It's
inspiration
interesting.
was all about it. Do you eat chicken?
Yeah, once in a while.
Still once in a while.
Not as such because I don't have money as such, but
Like, I mean, is chicken still your priority? Like,
it's
your
no
first
longer
priority?
priority because I think by that time I was a child. Yeah, I think by that time.
But now, if you inspire someone, or if you to make someone to have education, what would be your aspiration,
Inspiration.
other than chicken, other than loving education for chicken? Like now, what is your aspiration for having education?
So my inspiration now for having education, I've come
At
to
this
meet
point.
people who have studied, and I've seen those people live a different life, like live a changed life, because I've come to know that when you study, first of all, there is something you put in yourself. You'll never be like someone who has not completed P7. Someone who has completed the university will not be like someone who has not gone to even P7. Because in the first place, you find there is a way of how you build your knowledge.
Yeah.
You have a wider knowledge.
Yeah.
And apart from that, even being at school, you build the connections.
Like a community.
You build a community. Social capital. When you know you have this friend, when I call this one, this place, you'll do this. When I know I started with this one, he can help me in this. That's how what inspires me now, because I know automatically after education, it's not automatically that I will get a job, but I will try to search for a job because I will have the documents that will allow me to look for a job. So if I finish my education, if God helps me and I finish my education, I know I will try my best to look for a job. So by the way, everyone there, I know it is possible for you to go at school and make it. Because me, I began from nowhere.
Yeah.
I've not made it in life.
But so far,
I've not studied.
But so far,
but even just finishing senior 6.
Yeah, it was a success.
Was my success. By the way, the biggest success I ever felt was finishing senior 6. Because at one point, I never thought I would finish senior 6.
And what was your scores? What was your score for senior 6?
I had a second grade.
Wow.
A good second grade of 32. Of 35. The second grade of 35.
Those are best grades.
But I thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't me. I don't think I was supposed to get such. You get? So that was it. So everyone there, I want to encourage you. On whichever level you are. If you are suffering, maybe education, in the part of education, if things are not going well, just be humble. Humility, that thing called humility, it can make you go everywhere. Yeah. So if you are there, make sure you become humble.
And I think,
and in most cases, when you come from a poor family, you don't need to come from a poor family. And also being disciplined. Those are like two crimes.
Crimes.
You're already poor, then you're indisciplined.
You come from a poor family background, you are indisciplined.
How will someone help you? If you come from a poor family, at least be friendly.
That is a crime.
Yeah, at least be friendly.
Yeah,
be humble. But know your level.
And I think the other most important thing is not to be discouraged.
Yeah, true.
Because like in those times when you had no fees, you could be discouraged and be like, hey, let me give up.
Yeah, it is not good to give up.
Because when you give up, you had all reasons to give up, like to be discouraged.
Most of the reasons I had, even just remember I've talked on about their life in the primary. Because I remember they used to send me for school fees. That half school fees just. Remember they were paying the half school fees and then I was supposed to pay the half school fees. So they used to send me to go and look for school fees. Almost after 2 weeks, and I had to move and go home on foot.
Jesus Christ.
Because I had no money.
And even reaching there,
you find when school fees is not there, it's not there, then you still come back on foot. And when you don't have money.
You don't have money.
When you don't have money.
And that is a very big discouragement. But
that's big.
You never gave up. So
now you see people who have it all, people have school fees and you don't want to go to school. And you wonder, God, why?
Why, yeah.
But I think that's life. That's the reality that people face.
But so far, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
Oh, in 10 years to come, I think I'll be a big man. Because
this video will be right here, you'll come back and watch it. So you have, you're like, I don't know how to say it. You're like, it's like you're promising yourself. So if you fail,
if I fail,
you'll come back.
And I apologize.
And I apologize for this video.
To you watching this one.
And even to yourself.
Of course. If I fail, then.
But if you make it,
I will not blame anyone for that, because I know this has been good.
Like now you have all you need to get started.
Yeah, where I've reached, I think even people watching this can be able to help. I know. Here. You see, taking someone to school and you pay half a school fees for a person, like you have saved
Yeah.
someone, but unknowingly, because you never know what that one may cost, or you never know where that may take a person.
Like, so,
But
like,
that little thing you
Yeah.
pay, that little thing you share,
it may be what someone needs. It may
it can be, yeah, it can
all,
be
all he needs.
for you. That 50K you see
Yeah.
as a small
Yeah.
amount of money. It is
It
able
may
to
mean
pay for
one,
someone
yeah.
school fees, and someone may become something in the future.
Yeah.
Which take care.
But just because
That's-
you think it's very small for you,
Because for you can take it in a supermarket and buy just
one drink and come
just
back.
buy a drink
Jesus.
and she call it a day. But there are people there who are looking for that 50K.
Yeah.
Pay
For
for
fees.
fees.
For school fees.
Yeah. Because I remember I had never seen anything like pocket money.
Oh.
That come on, they give students maybe when you are at school buy this. I've never done anything like shopping. I did my last shopping I did my first shopping when I was going at the university.
And someone is shopping for primary.
And someone up to shopping for primary, what. I never
Awesome.
gone to school with books. That's another story. Maybe we shall talk about it later.
And then another thing, like, do you have a job? Like, currently, are you currently working on something?
Currently, I have no job. The fact that I'm still studying,
But you look great. How do you get money?
it's by the grace of God. People watching this video are the people who have always encouraged me. Yeah. If you know you are watching this video and you haven't encouraged me, please encourage one. Yeah, encourage one. Let people know what they can do. Let people encourage people to move on with life. People are struggling with things and you can help. Please come on, help. You never know where it can take someone.
But now, still, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
So in 10 years from
From
now, I see myself a big man.
How?
I'm sure in 10 years from now, if all goes well,
Yeah.
I'll have a family.
One.
Yeah, have a
I want
family.
7
7 things. Oh my God. But because I trust the Lord, I know it is still possible.
Because you're manifesting your
And I'm manifesting
yeah, you're
this.
manifesting. One.
In 10 years to come, have a beautiful family,
Family.
a good
A
wife,
good wife.
good children,
That
well
is a
behaved,
family.
in good
Well-behaved.
conditions.
Girls and boys.
Girls
Two
and
boys,
boys.
2 girls.
I don't know the number.
Don't know the number.
It will not be much, but I know in 10 years to come, then I'll have a good job.
A good family, a good job.
I'll have a good family, good job,
Good job.
have children.
Children.
Yeah. I will have tried to improve the life of my parents. At least
That should be
I
first.
put bread on the table of my
Yeah,
parents.
Yeah.
I will try to do that. I
Oh.
will have done that
Yep. Oh,
in 10 years to
in
come.
10 years to come.
In 10 years to
This
come.
is 2024. That means in 2034.
Yeah, in those years,
Yeah.
I will have tried to make sure everyone who touched my life in a special way,
You get back to them. You give back to them.
I will give back to you. I either give back to you if you are still alive,
That is
or I will give back to your children. I'll come see your children.
yeah.
Yeah, if I happen to know your
But you-
families,
like you,
many have done.
like you'll go
great
back
things.
to your roots.
I'll go back to my roots.
To the roots,
That's the
yeah.
reality.
Number
Yeah.
5. Then number
So
6.
by the way, I've created this channel.
Mm.
I'm beginning it officially, opening it officially today.
It's like this is the first video.
This is my first video to drop here.
Yeah.
So I make sure I want to use this channel first, show the world what is the reality,
What is reality?
what people are going through.
I'm super excited that like I've also like I've got a chance to be featured in the first video of this great YouTube channel in 10 years from now.
Yeah, in 10 years, this will be a great YouTube channel
And
with,
we'll be back
with
and be like,
million
"Hey!"
subscribers.
We'll be back here and be like,
Yeah. By the way, if you watch this video and don't subscribe, my friend, for a poor
will
guy,
regret
no,
you
please
will regret it.
subscribe on this channel.
Because
Because
if you
we
don't,
want
you
to
regret
put your content that we wish you'll use.
No.
To-
Someone will come and be like, hey, let me go and subscribe
Yeah, because
by yourself. Now it's by force.
please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
We want to upload here the
Because
content.
if you don't, you'll come and apologize.
That those people who are blind, they're blind kids. They have never seen. The blind kids don't know that people go to school on foot.
Now,
Plant kids just know that milk is found in the fridge.
yeah,
They don't know that milk
comes from a cow.
comes from a cow. You have to milk.
Actually, guys, milk comes from a cow.
Yeah, milk comes
Milk
from
comes
a cow. For you don't know
But
that.
you don't know. You think
But
milk is
milk comes
manufactured.
from a cow. Milk is not manufactured.
Jesus. And even milk is
get?
not manufactured.
For you, you think
Meat comes from goat.
people think it comes
From
from a
hen.
supermarket when it is
No.
chopped. That's not the idea.
Milky and meat, they are not manufactured.
They are not manufactured.
Actually, some
They come
people here in Africa, we think that milk and meat, they are made by whites.
No. You see, planned kids, people live in estates. People live in huge families. You get? So for that fact, people think that everything is manufactured, but they are us down. Who dig the land? Who graze cattle? It is us who know everything. So we shall bring all that
Actually,
to your
it
table
is us.
through this
It
YouTube.
is us who dig, and then you eat.
Yeah, that is it.
But when you are eating, you think that it was created.
Yeah, by the way,
we dug.
we dig here, we do good. But in the first place, you should only thank God for those poor people there.
For us.
For us, the poor people.
Actually, you should
Who dig
you
the
should start
land.
looking for us and share your money with us.
Because
For us, we work for you.
Yeah, don't
We help
you?
you actually. Because if we decide not to dig,
you don't
what?
dig.
What?
What
You
will you
cannot.
go in those supermarkets? What will you buy with
What
your
if-
money?
Do you know
You get?
What if we make a campaign and we say, you know what?
You're not going
Let
to
us
dig.
stop digging.
The ones we dig,
You
we
will
shall
die.
plant only
So-
what to eat
Hey,
by
so
ourselves,
for
and we
us,
don't
then,
give you anything.
Then for you, you die. Then when you die, we inherit. You are wealthy.
You get that? Anyway,
So you see that
not
we have
moving away from the point. You get? Not moving away from
we
the
are
point.
kidding.
That was a simple joke to keep you here.
Yeah.
Uchitege, you understand? That was a simple joke to
Oh, God.
eh.
Oh, God.
keep you here.
YouTube, it was number 6, right?
Yeah.
YouTube.
About the things I will have in
yeah,
10 years
yeah.
to come. Of course, I will have this YouTube will be there.
Oh,
I want it will have generated some
some income
good subscribers
and some good impact, positive.
and some good
And it
positive
will-
impact
yeah, and it
to
will
the
also-
community.
Yeah, to the community and to the world.
And
and to
the
lives
world,
of so
those who
many
don't
young
know how
people.
life is, want to transform the lives of many people. I want to,
Positive, yeah.
yet we have changed many.
And it will also be
positives.
part of your success.
Yeah, because I believe people in this modern world, especially the rich kids, brand kids, they have no access to go in those villages. So I want them to understand this life because maybe it will help them shape their future. Because if someone listens to this story and comes to know, hey, in reality, people lack school
People like
fees,
school fees.
you'll know, okay, if the little you get, save it. If your parents give you 200 pocket money,
Yeah.
go and save 100. Then maybe in the future, you can pay school fees for your children.
Oh, you should-
Maybe you
for
can,
someone else.
or you can help someone, and it is good to help. In those 10 years, I think I will have been able at least to help someone.
Someone. To impact someone, not actually someone, but some people.
Impact someone's life, build it, start from nowhere. Like I started from nowhere. And now I will have always met people. What? At least I will be able. Maybe if I will not be, if not financially, maybe I give him a piece of advice.
Piece of advice, yeah.
Maybe watch this video. Maybe
you
watch
just-
some good videos and get
Yeah.
something from there.
Yeah.
Maybe
or use
morally,
your art,
maybe
use your
maybe I use my
skill.
art, maybe my skills,
But-
maybe connect them, maybe connecting him or in certain field like
But
that.
basically and majorly to impact someone, whether it's by financing or
Yeah.
using art. Then that was number 6. Number 7, which is last.
Number 7, the last one. There is something I always want to see, like see people studying, because I've come from a village where there is no studying,
No education,
no education.
yeah. Literacy.
I will have learned that in my village to make sure I put a campaign for taking students to school, for making people go to school. I will have start a campaign of building schools. Maybe in from those 10 years and above, I'll make sure I had put on a campaign to build the schools in my village and even to see the poor going to school.
Like
that would be one of the biggest
accessing cheap education.
Yeah, and that would be one of my biggest dreams. If I would see people going to school, people of my level, people who have grown up with their children. If those people have grown up with haven't gone to school, but the people, their children go to school. If I see their children going to school, that would be one of the blessings.
You make it one, because it's not by your power, it's by God, and God can use you just as an instrument.
I know God will use me the way I am.
As an instrument. You know, God wants people with plans, people with ideas.
Yeah, true.
People people with vision. And then if you have vision, if you have idea, if you have plan, He will just come and water you.
Yeah, true.
Just like how someone can water their garden.
That's true.
But you can't water where there is no anything, where there is no garden, where there is no crop. Like you can't. But if there is a crop in your garden, then you can water it. That's how God works.
Yeah, true.
It's very simple. And 10 years from now, you have a school. We are inviting kids to come to our school.
Yeah. Those poor kids shall call you.
Even now we are calling you to our school.
They're calling you.
And those rich kids, which is in our
those
head.
rich kids who can support us, who can support our dream.
Not support, but pattern.
All those who can
work
with
us.
us.
Yeah.
Work with us.
Yeah.
To make sure people in the village don't have water.
Because even
people move on food.
Even these
people don't have what to eat.
Even rich kids needs our support, and that's why we are here to support you. But for us, we don't need your support. We need your partnership.
Come partner with us.
Come partner with us. We are big people.
Make our dreams come true.
We are big people.
Probably when we finish this studies, we're sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Personally, I'm sure. I'll make sure I improve my community in so many ways.
And I think that should
so many ways.
That should be
because
I
left my village in 2015 and I've never been there.
Wow. And you're having
not gone back there, but I'm in touch with people, and I'm sure most of them are not schooling.
And they should
leave alone that most of my siblings are not schooling.
Yeah. From your family,
my village mates are not schooling, so I want at least put a positive impact and make sure people are going to school. Yeah. For the other stories, my secondary life, that one will come later.
Next part.
Please, it will be the next episode.
Please, if you come to this video,
share it.
This is our first video on this YouTube channel.
This is our first video, please.
And it will be
share it. Make it run the whole world.
It will be the best video. I think myself, in 10 years from now, this one will be here doing all these plans, but me I will be in the moon. I've traveled the whole world. Now I want to go to the moon.
This is called Wodaming.
Wodaming.
Yeah. He knows Chinese. You can recruit people in.
Ni hao. Daja hao. Wajao Jona, wajao Wodaming, wajaizi chongo. Chongo.
Chongo.
Cha. Kuna show Wodaming.
Yeah.